Introduction of visitors. So we have 3 new members. If you want to just stand up, tell us your name, which branch of service you were in and when, and a little bit about yourself. So.
Excited to be here. My name is Janine. Nancy's Marine Corps. 88 to 92 and Camp Pendleton. I was a radio operator, and I spent 20 years in law enforcement. So I have that underneath my belt. I'm here to Snohomish.
Happy to have you.
My name is Misty. I'm the United States Marine Corps. Rob. And also from 88 to 92, Janine and I served together. And I was a diesel mechanic. And I am now an accountant.
Welcome. You want to, so you're a returning member if you want to.
And Charles Duke, United States Marine Corps, 90 to 96. And I was a 341 Foreman.
Well, welcome back. Did you get your name tag the first time you remember?
I don't think so.
Okay. We probably ordered it. Stanley's not here tonight.
I got it.
You got it?
I haven't given it to him yet.
Okay.
I'm meaning to catch up with him.
Okay.
I literally think it's on the
Really?
dash of my car.
Sunday.
All right. Well, welcome. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back.
There you go, Marie. Yeah. Hey, at least I'm trying to take care of him. I need to do
Yep.
They need a gunny in to take.
All right. Recognizing past post commanders. Elmer Johnson.
So you need a gunny to take care of him. It's right there. Yeah.
Otis Wolf. Okay. Calling the roll of officers.
All right, calling the roll of officers. We've got Chris Cote,
Present.
Commander. Tom Kreinberg, Senior Vice here. Carson Boos.
Here.
Stanley Ornbreck.
Excused.
Dan Humphrey.
Here.
Otis Wolf.
Here.
Elmer Johnson.
Here.
James Hampton.
Here.
Brian Corneal.
Excused.
Bruce Krieger.
Here.
Jamie Pike.
Excused.
And Tom Kreinberg here.
Present.
All right, and I'm going to pass this around if you'll just sign in and then get it back to me by the end. I appreciate it.
And you guys are already members, but not here. Okay. So Otis, we don't have to swear him in or anything?
No.
It's transfer.
Affiliating with us, is that the?
Yeah, this is the.
But you're transferring your memberships here.
Transferring our membership into
Right. So we're good.
number 1, District 1, 9.
So when Stanley comes back, he's on vacation. He's our quartermaster. He'll be here next month, but you just get with him and he'll make the transfer happen. Okay? All righty. So there's no reading, referring membership applications, no balloting for applicants, no mustering in of recruits. Reading of minutes. So all of our meetings are on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel for Post 921. You can watch the video for meeting minutes, but we're transitioning to making them back digitally based on our district and state requests. It's not a requirement, but we're going to have both. So we're working on that right now. Quartermaster report. I'll do that if you want to put it up.
I can do it. Do the other one.
Yeah, that was a joke.
All right, so disbursements for September of 2025. We've got Domino's Pizza for $121.90. Annual bond payments. So we needed to increase my bond payment. And increase Tom's. So anybody that has access to our accounts, we have to have a certain bond amount based on the amount in our account. So we had to increase mine because we did it properly, but that's the way we always done it. But we've got a new state commander. He's making us count. So we took care of that. We made our donations to the VMS program, $125, Heroes in the Ballpark, National Home, and the Commander Special Project. Annual Secretary of State report was $20. American Legion Park fee was $400. We had a veteran picnic in August. It was not as well published or attended as we'd like, so that's something for us to work on as a whole post. We need a committee to do that for next year, to be like a volunteer. We can get the ball rolling now. VFW National new membership fee, $90. W store name tags, $31.95, and our monthly Microsoft 365 is $14.37. So a total of $2,543.22. And then we transferred $2,000 from our Wells Fargo savings to checking. Receipts in September, the transfer $2,000 I just mentioned, and then we got $462 for our life membership payout for all the people that are life members. We got a big check for that, and then for other members we got an $8. So we got $2,470.40. Our Wells Fargo savings account, we earned 9 cents of savings. Status of funds, we have $2,351.22 in our Wells Fargo checking, for a total increase of $72.82. Wells Fargo saving, $10,925.50. A decrease of that amount, which is $1,999.70 for the stuff we paid out. Petty cash on hand is $135. Our Morgan Stanley Mutual Fund is $114,701.70, which was an increase of $1,092.66 based on the market. And I think that we don't have any bills, so there's no reading of those. Report of the benefit advisor. Do we have any, so he's laughing because we have a new title for our former service officer. So
Information advisor.
I got it straight from the state commander. So he said benefit advisor is what he called it.
Actually, it's been very quiet, and it's going to be interesting the way this changes, because what you told me, it really didn't change anything.
A little bit. You can't.
It's another way to the next day.
Yep.
So nothing's really changed that I can see. And it will continue to be.
So Barb, raise your hand. So Barb and Bruce used to be our service officers. Barb was with American Legion and VFW, and Bruce was VFW only. And so they used to be able to help with all your paperwork and get it organized. Barb helped with mine. They can't do that part of it anymore. But they can at least help you navigate the VA system to get you pointed to the veteran service officer at the vet center in Everett. And his name's Mr. Michael Jackson. So they're conduits. They're not doers anymore. Yes, Barb.
Now to make sure you're not missing anything. We've basically been working as a friend. So
Nice. But now they have an official title back. They have a role. It's just a reduced role because there are some legal issues with other veteran, with post-service officers doing more and promising more than was within their responsibility. So National got rid of the title and has toned down their responsibility. So, but they can still help you navigate the system. They just can't do all the stuff that they used to be able to do. So any questions on that? All right. So Barb and Bruce are your people. If you have any need, they can help you get to the right people. Okay. Is there a comrade or a family of a comrade in distress? All right. Hearing none, moving to report of all committees. Poppies.
Standard. I was just gonna say, sign up, but since we have so many new people, I'll have to run through the whole thing. Thank you very much. For those of you that are new, my name's Eric. I used to be in the Navy. Okay.
Senior chief.
Me and the commander used to fly in the same age 46, only a decade apart.
I was still in diapers. Yes, the same one.
We have our vet, yeah, really the same one.
Same ones. They were built way before I was born.
And one of them is on display in San Diego on the USS Midway.
Yeah.
So November 7 8, 9, and 10. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have our Veterans Day weekend hockey drive. I just got feedback from Fred Meyer. So this post, we run them at 4 establishments here in East Snohomish at the Do It Center right over here on 2nd Avenue. The Safeway, I think it's off 10, right across the street is Hagen's, and then up towards the north end of town is Fred Meyer. So I have some sheets back here designated for each location. We run them starting at 9 o'clock at the Do It Center, 9:30 start at Safeway, 10 at Hagen's, and 10:30 at Fred Meyer. It'll run till either 3 o'clock at the Do It Center, and then 3:30, 4, and 4:30. If you're new, like Chris here, I just hadn't seen it, 3 different in his face. So if you can sign up for a shift, we have
Not really.
11 open shifts left.
But the shifts are 2 hours?
The shifts are 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've never done it before, myself or my other half will ensure that you know what to do. She's been really saving our bacon for the last couple of poppy drives. So it's open to us. It's open to our auxiliary, and we do open it up to other posts in like the Highway 2 corridor, for example, Gold Bar. They just don't have a ton of stuff. So I offered up to their, he supported what state, Doug's quartermaster. So anyways, that's kind of the show and how it goes. I show up with all the stuff. If you show up, there will be JROTC cadets from the high school there.
Marine Corps, JRTC.
And really, they just sort of run the show. You just keep them going in the right direction. And if people that need assistance, we have all the programs and brochures that go with all that. If nothing else, give them their name and their contact information, and Bruce or Barb or the commander or myself will take it from there. It's also a chance for recruiting. So we'll have applications, and if nothing else, if you get their name and contact number, then myself or someone else, should remember it. He's still the member guy. We pass on all that information. We keep tabs with them to get them in. It's a lot easier to get recruiting done way before the end of the year than it is trying to squish it all in the last week. Anyways, there's sheets back here if you're interested after the meeting.
One thing. Informational booth, not a poppy. That was changed. That's another official DC that's called it. It's an informational booth. We do not have poppy drives anymore. Came down from National.
So,
And honestly, where that really matters is when we turn in our CSR report, and since we have so many people that sign up to do our 28 to 32 shifts, I fill it in myself. So you don't have to worry about doing the CSR. That's all.
thank you. So how many in this room have not participated at an informational booth? Raise your hand. Okay, so it is a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. It's very rewarding. I usually do Hagen's. And last year I was the interim JRTC assistant instructor. So all the cadets, like he's talking about, are awesome. They come and they do everything for you. You really just need to be the adult in the room. That's about it. But it's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. The money that comes in from the informational booths goes to our, what's the name of the account?
General fund?
No. It does not.
No, it goes to a relief,
Relief fund. There we go. It's brain
which
dead.
is used to help veterans or families in need.
So we have separate accounts in our chart of accounts, and it goes into our relief fund that helps those programs. So like when we help our adoptee unit, we use relief funds to help our adoptee unit. So Tom will talk more about our adoptee unit for the new people when it gets to that.
How much did we make this last time?
Close to,
We've been averaging the last 6 or 7 drives, right around 9,000. And the other good selling point is that all the money that we collect stays in this city or in this county.
As long as it's us, not another post.
Correct.
No, it's still,
Well, it still stays in the county because if Gold Bar does their shift,
Yeah.
they're part of District 1 and it stays in the county. So, okay. Bruce,
And it's not, and, you know, there's gonna be times where we've given money to 921 when they need it, or 2100.
too, we've sent money to Texas into North Carolina to, when there's veterans in need somewhere else in this country, we'll get it there.
so I'm going to step back before we go to ramp it up. Comrade or family of comrade in distress. I forgot to put this out. Brian emailed it out today to all of our emails, but it happened a couple weeks ago. So when the Mormon church in Grand Blanc, Michigan got attacked, the post commander in that post was murdered during the event. So they lost their post commander. So just want to put that out. All right, ramp it up. Bruce, you want to update us on ramp it up and where we stand?
Actually, I got. Friend, that friend of ours, Rudy, came and helped us put a ramp in. I don't know how long ago it was now, but our resident has passed on, so I'm gonna go up. There was an issue with this caregiver thinking she owned everything, so I have to be very careful how I approach this, but hopefully she will let us pick up that ramp. And trust me, it took us most of the day to put it in. It would take 2 hours to get it out of there or less, especially if she's on kind of on the edge.
Great shot. That one was, I remember when.
Where was it?
It was a straight shot.
It's a straight shot.
Right, but where?
Oh, it's,
Up Lake Stevens Way.
oh, besides cut off the road,
Yep,
take the first, coming up from my place.
yep.
Up, go up around the corner, take that first right, and it's on the left, just right in there.
Got it.
We know what we're talking about.
It seems like other side road, it's gonna be a car with no wheels on it.
It's down by Wrightville. The Wright family is all living there.
Anyway, we have that one. And we also have one in Sullivan that
Go bar.
Gold Bar that we need to check to make sure they're done with the house, then we can go get that one.
Awesome. So that we're going to have,
Well, the one in Gold Bar is a sad story. We put it in. He was in the hospital. He didn't come home. That one hurt. We
Yep.
put it in and we got word while we were finishing up.
Yep.
He didn't come home.
so we're going to get,
First one we
Yeah. but hopefully we're going to have, so that's going to give us 2 ramps available to install somewhere else.
Material.
have. Material wise, it will do a great deal, whatever we need to do next.
So for our new people, one of our committees is Ramp It Up. So there's a national 501c3 out of Indiana, Operation Ramp It Up in Ohio. And so the gentleman and his wife and his kids started it. They are just a mom and pop organization, but they don't provide materials or anything like that for us. But if they get requests there through their website or whatever, then they farm them out to Bruce. We put it out at our state level department conferences that we will help try to coordinate ramps statewide. If posts will help us install them locally wherever they're needed, or if they have ramps that need to be taken out, they can take the ramps out, and then Otis has a truck and a trailer. We'll go down and pick up all the materials, and then we store them at Bruce's former employer's place here in Snohomish. And so we are always looking for volunteers to help remove or install the ramps locally. So that's part of one of our, I guess, services that we provide to the community
For veterans.
for our veterans or their families.
We've done that.
Yep.
With them.
We've recovered a ramp one morning and put it in that same afternoon for someone else. So there was a lot of call for it.
There's a big need. And the other thing is if anybody has any connections to the VA installs these ramps for veterans all over the place, but then the veteran may pass and the ramps are just sitting there. If we can,
Or it's on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah. So if anybody sees anything about that, get in touch with me or Bruce and we'll try to get them recovered. So that's the big thing is Operation Ramp It Up is an organization, but they don't provide any of the materials. We need to get the materials ourselves. Yes.
He does put in for UPS grants. But that sometimes takes a year to get a
Right.
grant.
Yeah. So it's probably easier for us to get ramp materials by recovering them from vets who got them from the VA.
So
So,
the manufacturer has moved out of state, so that kind of made it.
okay, adopt a unit.
Matter. One of our adopt unit members was met by this lady Barb, who runs All in Stitches Quilt Guild, who said that they want to come and support the post and auxiliary. I've reached out to her to see if it was something supporting the adopt a unit or the whole post. I don't have an update on that. As soon as I hear, I'll let y'all know. And then as far as the adopted unit, as you can tell, they're making way on the Armory Edition up there on Avenue D by the roundabout. So they're still slated just like last month. When they come back from their deployment, they'll be able to move into that their space again. They're currently on a JBLM. In that vein, they've got something coming up here next week. And so get with me after meeting so it's not recorded if you're trying to go to the ceremony. I'll put it that far. And so anyway, I know it's been a long road supporting them as they've been out of Camp Mary now for almost 2 years. And we can't wait for them to come back so we can help them out with the dining out like we've all attended. That's on pause till they come back. We do have some MAP grants, Military Assistance Program, national level VFW grants that I submitted as our adopt unit chair. And that's to support their different Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, and this ceremony for next week. So hopefully we'll get approvals on that so we won't have to dip further into our budget. Apart from that, Commander, I don't have anything else.
Yeah. So far, new member. Yes.
Quick question, is that quilt name the same as Quilt of Valor, or is it different?
It's called All in Stitches Quilt Guild.
Okay.
By Barb. I don't know the other
We
one.
knew a gal through the motorcycle chapter that did Quilts of Valor, and that was for veterans. They would make quilts and just give them as a whole bunch of quilting ladies that would make
Oh, cool.
quilts and then give them out to veterans.
I think that's how Black Quilt won a memorial
Yeah.
at GAR. I still got mine.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, they want to make 100 of them so everybody's family could have one while they're going through this situation.
Got it.
Anyway,
For our new members, our adopt unit is a 176 engineering company up by Burger King and the AMPM. It's under construction right now. And so we support, like Tom said, we support their family readiness group, by supporting their family functions and things like that. So it's a great relationship between the two organizations. So, programs, Otis, you want to talk about law enforcement, fire safety?
I will be passing out the applications to police department, fire department, and I'll be getting a hold on the 911. And just so everybody knows that the new one is EOD. Our RSO at Glacier Peak High School is EOD. So we got one for this year to submit, which is kind of exciting, but Goldbar's got one too. So we won't have the only one, but we'll have entries for each of them. I'll be passing them out first of the week or as soon as I get back from my next trip. And they'll be filled out and handed in at, hopefully at the district meeting.
Sounds great.
It's not a different EOD, like explosive ordnance.
It's a police
Okay.
officer. It is EOD, but
Carson, you want to talk about VOD, Patriot Pen, and Youth SA?
Yeah, let's drop off some flyers about library at the game, and I talked to female city today, and her class has begun the process. Right, there is it's only one more. What about is twice the democracy? Last year we only had one.
I'll talk to Captain Lennon. Last year, we made it mandatory for his class to,
Fine, so.
okay, 31st. It's gotta be to the post by October 31st.
Can we get it, maybe?
I did. So I submitted it to, so what I did was I emailed the topics out to Heidi Pike, who's the librarian at Snohomish High School, and Jennifer English, who's the librarian at Glacier Peak High School. And they were going to send it to all the librarians in the district. So for Voice of Democracy, you know, it's like pulling teeth every year to get somebody to participate in that. But for Youth Essay and Patriot Pen, the teacher that Carson was talking about, she has the 4, 5, 6 high capable, or sorry, 3, 4, 5 class. Is it 6? Yeah, 6. Sorry. It's 4, 5, 6 highly capable class. So her 4th graders and 5th graders can do the youth essay, but her 6th graders do the Patriot Pen. So with that one class, we get 2 of our checks in the box. So it's just Voice of Democracy that and it sounds like we already have 1, but we'd like to have more. So
We had one last year. We haven't had any this year yet.
all right, so
We got many kids, kids.
I did reach out to the winner last year on my Patriots. Who was going to be a question to see. Yeah, that's
so I can get my daughter to do it. She's a 9th grader. She's not going to have a choice. So we'll get some more.
Well,
Yeah. So for Scout's not due till March, but I've already got the Scout lined up. It's one of the JRTC cadets from last year. So we'll submit him. And then I've already got the high school teacher of the year. And I'm working with the middle school principal to get me the middle school teacher of the year. And then I have to get an elementary school teacher. So we'll take care of that. But all in all, we should have all of our boxes checked and get submissions for those. And between Carson and myself, we'll organize a committee to review for Patriot Pen and Voice of Democracy. It's all online. So once you become a judge, then Carson will make you a judge online, and then you just review the essays electronically, and then you just rank them after you read them. So it's pretty easy. But youth essays we have to do in person, and we typically get together. There's like 5 of us and review them quickly and rank them, and then Carson will send them up to the district level, which basically goes to me, and then I do it for all 9 posts in the district. Okay. Machias Community Center or Community Cemetery.
But Daryl's been selling, we've sold 6 plots here lately. To explain to the new people, Machias Community Cemetery a few months ago, the people have been running it for years. I have actually been on the board for 4 years. Decided they wanted to retire, and not do it. They offered it to us. Daryl took it before he came down and ground slew stuff down. We took over. We run the Machias Community Cemetery. We're in charge of it. We have trustee, Daryl's president, Joe, me, James. And anyway, we take care of so far we're doing the grounds, we're doing the maintenance. We got scouts coming in, we get the RTC cadets come in. So that was a couple weeks ago,
Home Depot.
Mormon Church came in and
Home Depot.
Home Depot volunteered, gave us materials, gave us more wheelbarrows than we could ever use. Did brand new wheelbarrows and left them. But anyway, the beginning balance for the cemetery was 28,561.06. That's on 9/1. 10/1, the ending balance 29,203.76. We made 142. Our gain loss was 642. We have an interest rate earned to date of 142.66 because Daryl and I took funds and we bought a $50,000 CD for the cemetery, and we've already made 200 bucks.
Free money.
And, we've had an individual that embezzled funds from the cemetery. I was involved in that, it was a long time ago. Well, she just finally paid off restitution. Then we got a 99280 and 922, 176.52. And we earned interest on our activity of 18 cents. Total land 736.70. We paid $94 for a 6-month rental on the post office box. We have a post office box in Lake Stevens for the cemetery. We are considering dropping that and just move in to the post office box we have for the post. Why are we paying for 2 post office boxes when they're not getting used that much? So that'll be something we'll vote on in 5 months or so, because it's just, we've already paid for 6 months. And then we'd have to change everything with the Secretary of State and all that. Happy. So the total expenses, 940. Incomes different, 642. Already said that, 70. But two plots sold October 2nd for $3,000. That doesn't show on this. And Daryl said he sold a couple more, another $3,000. So he made $6,000 on plot sales. And he's doing a burial Saturday
and Thursday.
Saturday and the following Thursday. Daryl has a company that does openings, closings, digs the hole, puts the left liners in. We pay him, but we make a little bit on each burial. And we as a trustee have voted, we're looking at buying another ride lawnmower, a used one, around $500, one with bagger and stuff. And then 3 cordless weed eaters. We're fighting those old things that were left over, and I think cordless is a better way to go. And we're looking at regularly, but you need to talk to him about 18 or the bigger.
I run 40s.
40s, yeah.
40 will.
Anyway,
Brutal.
I just have a question for you guys. Did all the paperwork to the county and the transfer get completed? Where do we stand on that?
I haven't had to do it yet.
Okay,
Once a year, I haven't done that.
I mean,
I mean, my memory's kind of going. I need to look to see what I did for Secretary of State just recently.
right. So with Secretary of State, we have to,
I believe I might have done.
just learning it from the VFW side. So obviously we got to change the management or ownership at the county level from whoever the people were that were in charge of it before to you guys.
Right now it's in my name.
Okay,
But I took it over a year ago.
okay. But we need to change it to VFW and then keep you on as the
Yeah, I'm going-
point of contact. The other thing we have to do is when we do the Secretary of State renewal, we're supposed to submit articles of incorporation that lists the 4 of you as the trustees. Because that has to be done at the state level too. So I can get you point you in the direction of the guy at the VFW who can at least give you how to do, what needs to be done, how to do it. And there's a template for that on the VFW website. Just change the name to Protect the Innocent. So you wouldn't have VFW Post 921, you'd have Machias Community Senate Cemetery.
Yeah, right now you and me are governors.
Right.
When I did that paperwork, that was before you guys took it over. I knew you were,
Right.
so I put you on there.
But we have to, with the state, we're supposed to submit the articles of incorporation.
and that'd be you, Joe.
Yep, the 4 of you, not me. So, because I could get replaced, like anytime, like whatever reason, if one of you guys falls off, then we have to update corporation. So I'm learning that we have to do that for our post
And
too.
then we got the insurance.
And James is working on the insurance, right?
Yeah, we got a few bids in.
So,
We just gotta vote on it or review and vote on it.
okay. All present will rise. Attend HUD. Uncover. Parade rest. Command Chaplain, you will ask for divine blessings upon our National Home for Children.
Almighty God, we ask for your divine blessing on the children, families, and staff of our National Home for Children in need of Nebraska's mission. May your spirit dwell with them forever, giving them help and guiding their lives. Help us to always be faithful to our fallen comrades by providing support for their families. We ask in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Hut hut. Cover. Seats. Unfinished business.
Yeah. We'll settle. Keep it up, yeah.
All right, first and foremost, Reese Across America, second weekend in December, GAR Cemetery, Machias Community Cemetery. Between the two cemeteries, there are 1,400 veteran grave sites that we need Reese for. I don't know how many have been raised yet. Daryl, do you know? If you
I
look,
just know that the American Legion's only got like 22.
right. So
But they got 114 people showing up.
yeah, we probably don't have any donations for our post at either cemetery. So at the Machias Community Cemetery, I think it's like 120 veterans and another 1,200 out at the GAR. So the way that works is, I think it's still $17, or they up it to 18. Yeah. So out of the $17 donation, $5 comes back to our post if we receive the donation through our QR code, and or $5 will go to the American Legion if they raise the money. But the goal is to have a wreath at every grave. Last year, we weren't associated with Machias Cemetery, so we didn't do that. But at the GAR, between the two posts, we had about 865 wreaths donated out of the 1,200 that are out there. So the deadline for donations is about November 15th. Plus
Yeah,
one.
it's like in November.
Yeah, it's like the middle of November because the wreaths have to be made out at Maine, where all the wreaths for this program, like Arlington National Cemetery and all the cemeteries nationwide, all the wreaths are made in Maine and they are trucked for free to the location. We don't pay for any of that. And we make money off of it. So it's a fundraiser for the post. So between now and the middle of November, we got a lot of work to do to put the word out and get it and get donations coming in. Yes.
Do we have an official flyer, QR code?
Yes.
Hanging up at the cemetery. And I emailed it out to everybody.
Right. So we're going to, and Brian was supposed to put it on the Facebook post. I'm going to make sure it gets emailed out again on the Facebook post. So how many of you are on Facebook? Okay. Once it's on the post site, you can share the QR code from there. Or when you receive the email, you can take the QR code and have it on your phone and share it with your friends and family and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have flyers at the information booths. So there'll be a QR, we'll have like a little plastic information booth.
Yeah, we have the eats now, so we could eat.
Yeah. So
The poppy drive, that's like.
no, information booth.
The information booth, that's literally days. before.
It is, but it's still an opportunity to get donations. Why not take advantage of it? So last year, yes.
So like what we did last is we passed them out. People can click on that with their phone. Doesn't that make the transaction instant?
Yes.
So if we're gonna do 7, 8, 9, and 10, it's 5 whole days before.
Correct. But we're not going to wait to the last minute
No, I'm just saying.
to do it. So last year we set up on like a Saturday and a Sunday. We had photocopies of all the flyers and we walked up and down First Street and Avenue D and handed them out to the businesses or any people that are around. So we're going to, once Brian gets back, yes.
Because of Machias Community Cemetery, would we be able to do that in Lake Stevens? Or would
We can do it anywhere.
That Legion?
No, they're not participating in Reach Across
I
America.
understand that.
Yeah. So no, we can,
Wandering into someone else's territory.
no, because they're not doing it. So it's not their territory.
Apparently
Yes.
contacted me.
I have not.
Can I speak on this?
Yes.
Since I've been coordinating with JR, so the issue, anybody can do it. I got the Daughters of the American Revolution, I got the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts. The whole purpose of Reach Across America is to get a location, which is GAR, or any cemetery, Monroe, whatever. You can do whatever location you want. And then you register as VFW, register as American Legion, register for Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever it is. That whole thing is, there's no areas that people step on other people's toes. It's who gets the word out to get wreaths. The whole purpose is to get 1,000 wreaths or whatever.
So like I said, our goal
So
is,
you shouldn't have to get permission. The whole purpose of that is
right. So our goal is to rate between the Legion and ourselves is to get 1,400 wreaths between the two cemeteries so that every veteran has a wreath on their grave. Yes, but
Is there a different QR code for Machias Cemetery than there
Yes.
is for GAR?
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the flyer I just emailed a little bit ago, just like 30 minutes ago, I mailed to Brian, yourself, and Tom. And it has the QR code on there, it even has the web address that you can go to. Then if you purchase a wreath through that link, we get $5 back for VFW.
But only at Machias, or is it at both?
It'll go to Machias, but if we get too much for Machias, the overflow will go to GAR. It does, that's for Machias.
Right.
We don't have a VFW.
We did, that's what I asked you before.
Legion has one for GAR. Now, all you have to do is log in the VFW Reese and do another location, make it GAR,
Yeah.
and do both.
Yes, let's do that because Barb said she doesn't care.
Are you telling me or asking me?
Well, I'm asking you nicely to do that for us because I got permission from Barb. She doesn't care that between the two of us, we just want 1,400 wreaths.
Yeah, we just need to advertise.
Right. So
And the reason why I was asking that is like, we went to say I went to Safeway in Frontier Village. That's super busy or whatever.
right, we can do it anywhere.
Stores with a little table and sat there for a couple hours.
Yep.
That's what
Absolutely.
I'm asking.
Yeah, we can do it anywhere in our local community.
Got it. So
So
that QR code you're gonna email back out to us?
he just did. Oh, yeah. We'll email it out to the post and then we'll send out a separate QR code for VFW at the GAR when it's created. So that'll be coming too. So between the two QR codes, and when we do our flyer, we'll have a QR code for GAR and a QR code for Machias. So any wreath that the VFW post 921 gets donated, we get the $5 back. But the ones that are, if somebody wants to just do GAR and donate there, the wreaths will go there. If they donate to Machias Community Cemetery, those wreaths will get covered. And so
Yeah, I need a flyer. I think I'm going to see Jason.
right. So Barb has cards
That's for American Legion.
that, can we get those? You made those, right?
I had to order it.
Okay. So do we need to, isn't it, how much do they cost? Is it?
Like $12 for a.
All right.
Was it that for GAR?
So can you put both, hey, can you put both QR codes on this?
No.
Just one?
Yeah, it's kind of like going to Visit Print. They have real.
Okay. So,
So if you order through that card, it'll send money to American Legion Post 96.
right. So can
Okay.
you make cards for our post?
Yes, I can order that.
Okay. So,
Sweet.
yeah. So what? So we're gonna get cards made for our post that have the QR code for Machias Community Center Cemetery. And we'll go from there. Then we'll have flyers made that'll have both QR codes on it. Yes.
You need a motion.
I mean, if it's less than $500, then we don't need a motion. I can, it was 500.
But either way, 200's plenty.
Either way, it doesn't, it's more than 12.
Yeah, make it happen.
And then vice versa, the American Legion could use the Machias Cemetery as also a location. So doesn't matter the location. It matters how much you get people to click on their link.
So we have, between the two posts, we just need 1,400 wreaths.
Yeah.
That's our goal. Then everybody gets covered.
Ready to get our 100 and so.
Did anybody talk to the
Buddy
Legion
checks.
at Stevens?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask,
They don't,
can I get some flyers for Lake Stevens?
You know what?
they don't do Reach Cross.
They don't do Wreaths Across America,
Nobody-
but we have,
I still put the flyers up.
no, so
Very,
Oh,
But
So-
we talked to them, maybe they would.
it's,
Nobody's actually gone to the meeting and said, we're doing Reach Across America. How
yeah.
about it? They've been doing the memorial.
And you have their email, right? I don't know if I have the post commit. Yeah, so, if you can email them or if you want me to, Daryl, If you want me to email him, just send me his email and I'll send him a note.
I'll go to their meeting.
Okay,
I'll go.
okay. Yes,
Won't be on
Right,
this.
that makes better sense.
hold on.
If you're gonna have some flyers, you agree, may I have some, so Stevens this.
Yes, we're gonna, Daryl just emailed me the flyer, so I'll email it out to the post. Yeah, we can send out once you get the flyer on your email that we'll send you here shortly. Then we can, that's the whole goal, is to disseminate the information far and wide, and we don't have an area that we have to,
So
we don't have any,
print it out.
there's no boundaries. You print it out and we'll just go anywhere we can get it. Okay, all right. Buddy checks. This has been an ongoing mission of ours. We got to do better on it. So Stanley gets access to the membership for our post. We're at about 125 members. We're trying to break it down into about 10 people per group, so that if you want to volunteer to do buddy checks, you just call a buddy, a member of our post. Hey, I'm so-and-so with VFW Post 921, just checking in on you. Make sure you're doing well. Do you need anything? Do you need to meet with our benefits advisor or advisors with help with VA benefits? So Stanley's obviously not here tonight. So for our November meeting, we're going to try to have the 125 people listed at group on pages on one page, have 10 people with their phone number, their email, and just, if you want to volunteer, just reach out. And we have a script for it. Brian created a script for the call, so you're not kind of like fumbling around. But we got to do buddy checks moving forward.
Does anybody know the Legion post number? I guess I'm trying to get it to her.
All right.
I'm trying to get your commander's number, personal number.
So Stanley's not here, so we're gonna have to push this, but we made the motion last meeting to take $15,000 out of our money market, because we had like 114,000 and change. Take 15,000 out of our money market and put it in a local CD. So Navy Federal Credit Union, I'm a member, Stanley's a member, and we both have CDs there that we're getting about 4.25%, which is higher than anywhere else on the local banks. But he was going to go research how we do that as a post, because the post doesn't have a bank account.
That was for a year.
Right.
That's what mine is.
Yeah, mine's a year too. And the nice thing about the Navy Federal one that is different than other ones, you can contribute during that year. So you can add to it. Yeah, so that's something that other CDs don't have. So Stanley's not here. He's still investigating that. We'll report back in November so that we can have a vote on it to move those funds. This is, so I never heard back from Maria if
They will, they're fine.
they're fine. Okay.
Well, the one thing is, if we change to the third, they want to meet down here. They start at 7. They like us, if at all possible, because they can't, especially after all our people go up there and start eating pizza and making noise. They're having enough trouble meeting in the back room.
Okay.
When I said, well, you guys start at 7, we end at 7, our auxiliary will come down and use this meeting space.
Might be like 7:15. My goal is always to try to be done by 7, but
Right.
we don't.
Well, they don't normally get going because Megan's always, she's got stuff, she's doing a presentation at the town council tonight, city
Okay.
council.
So, with that being said, it requires a vote to change our location, time, and all that, which is also a bylaw change. So we need 2/3 of membership here present tonight to vote on that change. So the change that we're requesting is move the meeting date from the first Tuesday of the month to the third Tuesday of the month. And the reason why we're doing that is because if the meeting date's like on October 1st, we don't get all of our financial statements from the banks or our money market to do the financial report to all of you. So we want to move it to the 3rd. So we have all those records. It gives the quartermaster time to update his reports and get it ready for the presentation and his monthly monthly financial report to the trustees and for the audit. So the request is to move the meeting to the third Tuesday of the month.
Starting when? In December or November?
Probably, it'll probably be November if we do it.
No,
It,
we can change our meeting whenever we want to.
it does, it does.
Wondering, we may need to mail something out.
No, well, we have to email out to members that we're changing.
Before we could officially change it.
All right,
2/3 of the membership.
okay, got it. All right, so, but the question is, I still need a motion on the floor to move it to the third Tuesday of the month. So that at least we agree upon it here that we're gonna do it. Then we'll email it out for an electronic vote. Those that reply, reply. If they don't, then that was their opportunity to vote. But it requires a bylaw change that does get submitted to department and national through our bylaws. And that's how they're informed of it. Because then it gets on all of their information. And then obviously we have it here. So yes. Well, if we vote on it tonight that we want to do this, it would be in November.
Just make sure that the social group knows about it. So
Okay.
that they.
I haven't notified anybody here because we haven't made the change yet or even thought about it. So Otis, do we have can we make the motion to make the change so we can email it?
Should we move our meeting to the third Tuesday of the month by
First Tuesday.
first Tuesday of the month?
Okay, do I have a second on the floor? Okay, we got a second by Tom in the back. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? All opposed? Okay, so next steps are going to be that I'll have Brian email out an electronic vote to the entire post. Those who respond, they'll be considered the people that vote for and we'll ask for max participation, but I guarantee you, we're not going to hit 2/3 of, and I always thought it was 2/3 of the members present on this. We'll email out the information. Maybe we have to have the vote in November, but I thought it was 2/3 of the members present. Members have to be informed.
Yeah. Bylaw change, I think it is all the time.
But if they don't vote,
But they still have to have the
The opportunity.
opportunity.
correct, I get that, but if they don't participate, it's not,
Yeah, but I'm just trying to CYA,
right, no, I totally understand that, but
we just,
if we have 125 members and only 30 respond to the email,
then we're good.
But they were still notified.
right,
We're notified.
right, I get the notification, all right.
And then we have to send, once it's official, then we have to send to the department and national.
Right, I have to send the bylaw change to Jason at department, and he has to review it. We submitted bylaw changes 6 months ago to the previous JAG. It was approved, everything was good to go, but we had a couple of typos I needed to fix. So I knew we were gonna vote on this, so I didn't submit the new ones with the typos. I'll fix the typos and change the date and location. All right, so this week, we will email out the request for vote for the bylaw change with the new date. And then once we get a response from that, the goal would be to start in November if we can, and that'll be emailed out as well. Okay, all right. Next. All right, so Machias Community Cemetery, we started in 1800s. It's pretty old. And there's sections of it that are in disrepair. We have the relationship with the 176 Engineering Company, which is Tom, what's the title of the engineering company as far as they're the only one in the state?
They're the only vertical engineering company in the Washington National Guard. We've got them right here and they go all over the place. They're down in Oregon building a park in its bathrooms. Before that, they were doing a innovative readiness training program, rebuilding a historical museum out in Northport, Washington. They go to Cobra Gold every year in Thailand, building schools. And so they're specialized, you know, they're journeymen, electricians, carpenters, plumbers, everything to build vertical elements. So they don't do the roads. They build it out.
So what's Peter Schultz's position with them?
Mr. Schultz is a warrant officer, CW2, and he is in the Mercer Island VFW post. He is transferred.
Right, but what's his role with the company?
He is the, so he's part of the command platoon, and he helps get all of the different innovative readiness training missions together. And he serves as an officer in charge at OIC when they go to like Cobra Gold, or when they went and did firefighter training in Thailand, because we've got all that experience as well, that Unit 176 does.
So he kind of is the point of contact for us to organize one of these individual readiness training operations. So between the 3 trustees and Daryl, they're going to make like a priority list, wish list of projects that we want to get done out at the cemetery, as far as all the stuff that these guys can do. They are deploying soon, but they have a group that's staying back, and they want to keep them engaged and active. So there'll be some other projects that they can take care of while the unit's deployed. And then when the unit comes back, there's obviously bigger, heavy lift type stuff we can get done. So the goal is to get the 3 trustees and Daryl to kind of make a wish list, and then we get it to Warrant Officer Schultz, and then he'll submit it up the chain. And then, the stuff that we have to do is just, we may have to buy the materials, but they would provide the labor. So it's kind of a win-win. We get the stuff completed that we need to get done out there, but we as volunteers wouldn't have to do it. So that's kind
How
of
is it funded?
I don't think, I think what he said is that we have to like buy the materials and stuff, but they do all the labor.
But we work with Home Depot and we can get donated.
Right,
At
exactly.
least some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it,
Yep.
Richard.
All right. Then we talked about Zephy. So Tom, did you say Stanley, you got a text from Stanley, they did it, or?
I followed up with, so last month, it was about they were going to do Zephy to get online payments instead of just cash at the poppy drives.
Information boost.
Info boost. And so the key concept there is Stanley as the treasurer has all the routing info and yada yada. So I sent him the links and I followed up today asking about it. He's out of town, so I'll make myself available to help him if he needs it.
Okay. So the goal is to have a QR code for donations, because people don't have cash at all of our 4 information booths. That way we can just take a picture. We get donations that way. Just most people donate with cash, which is great. We have ammo cans that they put into, and we collect a lot, obviously like $9,000 over 3 days. So this is just another way of doing it. New business. I don't think we have any new business. Yes.
So Tanner, real quick, you remember Paul Finch?
Yes.
Paul Finch retired in August. We're supposed to retire together. Anyways, he has relocated back to Dillon.
Oh, okay.
So whatever we need to do to keep our, like for Brian, or keep the roster, because I use that roster.
Right.
The other thing is, we have.
So
to ammo can.
is he trying to, does he want to transfer? I'm not in touch with him. So.
He emailed me because I had sent out the, hey, it's time, please sign up. Here's the thing. He emailed me what he was doing. He also needed a place to stay because he was having a vehicle issues. So I hooked him up with my son that lives in West Virginia. So they got that taken care of. So we didn't really broach the whether he's going to continue or just be retired. So
that's really up to him. And when if he decides to transfer to a local post there, then he'll come off our roster.
I think he's a life member.
Right.
Yeah, but if he affiliates with posts just like our two Marines, they're from other posts, they're affiliated with it.
I really wanted to let you know just because of the buddy of the
Right.
thing that we're trying to get.
Okay. If you can just email,
Cans.
Yeah, I've got one.
I need one of them back.
Well, mine's probably still sitting on the counter.
Okay, so if we can get them back to me, one of them, because that way when we're doing auxiliary and they're there by themselves, I just give them the can, they take it, and I get it back later. Right now, I don't have any spare can.
I think there's money in it.
I hope so. Because we have one at the barber shop
Yeah, that's the one I
and one at
We have one at
the
the,
old.
at the Docks Social Club.
Okay. So I
It's no longer
I
attached.
just need one of them back before November seventh.
That's the-
So, and speaking of November seventh,
It's not a tavern.
Otis,
we are not gonna meet again before the information booth. If it goes through, so check your emails. I'll be sending out the reminders with the link below so that you can electronically sign up. If on that email, my phone number and my email is on there. So if you need any help, there's me and me that will help you get signed up. That's all I got.
okay. So we mentioned it last meeting. So Streamline Digital Imaging is on Bickford Avenue by the storage unit by Providence Medical Center. You go straight down that road, turn left, go all the way down to the end. It's the last strip mall, if you want to call it, last business center. And you turn in that parking lot and it's on the right-hand side. But as our lovely chaplain showed us last week or last month, if you get multiple hats like this, we get, as an All-American Post, we've been making it every year. And if you buy a hat, it only has the year that you got on that year. They will remove the other years and put in, Dan, if you want to show them, for $10, for $10, they will remove and update. They'll update your cover for $10 instead of buying a new one for 70 plus. So Streamline Digital Imaging on Bickford. I think it's 1822 because I was there this morning. I think that's it. Anybody else have anything for the good of the order? Yes.
District meeting November 22nd.
Okay.
We will be meeting before that.
Yeah. So November 22nd district meeting typically starts at 10 a.m. Post 2100. So usually Eric goes because he's the
Officer of the day.
officer of the day. Otis usually goes. I'm normally there. Elmer's been there a bunch before, and I think Carson's going to be there. Are you going to be there representing for? Or do you want me to handle it for those? As far as no Reese or VOD.
Oh, yeah, that's one that.
Yeah. So if anybody else would like to attend, there's a lot of good information that's put out at the meetings. So 10 o'clock on the 22nd. Anything else? Oh, I got one more. November 11th at the Snohomish Senior Center, and I think it's going to be at 10 o'clock again, is their annual annual Veterans Day program. In years past, we've had our Congresswoman Susan Del Bene be the speaker, and we had other presenters before that. But it's free to attend, and you're all invited. So if you want to make it out, it's going to be on November 11th, 10 a.m., Snohomish Senior Center, which is right off of Maple in town.
That's suggest.
I do not have that date or time yet. So I can reach out to Nate and get that from them, but I don't. So all the schools in the state of Washington have to do a Veterans Day program of some sort. All the elementary schools, the 2 middle schools, and the 2 high schools, the Snohomish School District, do a wonderful job of it. Because Hal Moe, who was the principal at Snohomish, a former Marine colonel, he and a bunch of the people from our district years ago went down to the state legislation and made that a law. They got to pass that every school has to do this. So there's typically a breakfast, continental breakfast, at 7:30 on the day that they do the assembly. So we go in as veterans, we go into the cafeteria, they have the breakfast set up, we kind of mingle and hang out for a little bit, and then we all march into the assembly together, whatever.
So he strolls.
We walk into the assembly together, And we go up in the stands and sit together, and then they have a whole presentation about veterans and what they mean to the community. And then they honor all of us. It's pretty cool. So I'll get the information from Nate, the principal of the day. Like I said, it's 7:30 in the morning. Typically you walk by, you can come in from any direction, but typically they want you to walk by the office because they're going to give you a visitor's pass. And then they'll have escorts. Typically it's a JROTC cadets will escort you or point you in the right direction to where we go into the commons. So if you're available and you want to go, yes, Bruce.
You know, just let them know that if you have a kid in school, they can be your escort that morning too.
Exactly. Yes.
Last week we had an event at Snohomish with a veteran that was homeless. And so they're really tightened up. Like I work there and I have to go check in. That was told me no ifs, ands, or buts. So the other thing too is if the elementary schools are always looking for someone to come and speak at their assembly, and if the general will be the Friday, it'll either be November 7th or November 10th. So if you're interested in doing something like that, you can reach out to the school district. Mrs. Foley is the point of contact at the district office.
And I can get you, so her email, if you guys want to contact her, if you got pens or whatever, or you want to put it in your phone, Kristen, KRISTEN .Foley, FOLEY at SNO .wed, WED, net, NET, all one word, .edu. And she'd be happy to get your emails if you want to do that. I did it last year at Emerson Elementary and one other. So it's very rewarding. The kids love it. So if you want to participate, you can do that as well. I think that's it.
At the high school.
I don't have the date of the high school. I got to contact the principal and we'll email it out. It's going to be either like Eric said, probably either November 7th or November 10th, but I'll get the date. The time is 7:30 in the morning. And you got, huh?
I'll text Will.
Yeah, I mean, you might know. So, do I have anything else for the good of the order? All right, hearing none, we'll have our closing ceremonies. There being no further business, we will have our closing ceremony. All rise. Command chaplain, we deliver the closing prayer. Attend hut, uncover, parade, rest.
Almighty God, the hour has come when we must part. We commit ourselves to thy care. Thou who art our strong tower of defense and our protection, grant that in life's battles we may be strong and brave, living such lives of stainless integrity as shall reflect honor upon our country and the veterans of foreign wars of the United States and glorify thy great and holy name. May thy good providence shield us from all harm, watch over those who even now guard the gates of freedom, and bring us together again in true comradeship and peace. Amen.
Amen. Attend hut, cover, and salute. Ready to. Comrades, I now declare this business session of VFW Post 921 closed. Our next regular meeting will be held at American Legion Post 96 on either November 4th or November 18th. We will email that out once it's approved. Thank you for coming. All right, we got pizza and drinks upstairs. Hey, Matt, this is.
Yeah.
I just get to them and let's figure it out. It's like us that have a great.
Yeah. Ray wants to know.
Right, so we have to wait. Until we vote on
Let's go to the third.
Right, you have to vote on it. We have to vote on it. Requires a bylaw change. So membership has to vote
So
on it.
we're gonna still go with the first candidate for next month.
No, we're gonna send out the vote. And that's why I just said November 4th or November 18th.
I'll let her know. I'm Davey. Uber. That's all they help me.
That's all.
So, 9 months.
Yeah.
I came back in June too. I came back in June for 9 months.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
you want to get their email address and their new member?
My son. I can, yeah.
Well,
Then I can get Stanley to do their, I can get
so we
Stanley,
have a record that Stanley can
Stanley can do their.
hopefully process the transfer before
Yep.
next month.
All right.
He's a retired lieutenant commander, I'm a retired E6, but I taught him everything he knows.
He wrote me into this. How many years have we doing it now?
Not year 4, but I did it in 9.
No spaces, no dashes.
Did you have her email? And so Stanley's gonna order you cover and a name tag. So that takes probably come in. But usually happens. No, we buy your cover. Take care of it. We buy everything. So, take care of that.
And male and female sick?
No. You want a male or you want a female?
I don't know.
It's like saying March 4, it's like more than that.
Let's see if she wants to.
And do you know your hats?
No, but I have a small head.
Okay, so
I have a
look,
tiny
so
brain.
so we'll wait on ordering your hat until next month. We have, I'll have something to try on and then
Okay.
you can tell them you want
Chris
either.
wants to get your email, so we have it.
Oh, sure. Just write it down.
Me, huh?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Oh, you're closer to yours.
I got too many pictures. So that's what we call
Mine burned up.
So it's a second lieutenant there. It's down at high school.
No, we just joined.
Yeah.
No, we just joined on the main website.
Oh, okay. A lot of people do that now.
Yeah, we just.
Hey, I got a couple tickets you can take care of.
He's retired.
Yeah, I retired from law enforcement. Right in the nick, right in the nick of time. when it got crazy.
Two, getting close.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It's easier to find, but this one's pretty.
She's living in nursing.
Yeah. I just bought again down all those low audits to go out because I'm not gonna pay for it.
So what was your station at most of the time?
You're both at Hamilton.
That's my dad when he was on the home read baseball.
Oh, nice.
I was on the All Marine basketball team.
Yep. So you know how that is. So that's when he played at Paris Islands. And, yeah.
But other than that, I mean.
Have you guys ever gone like,
No, I'm now in
the
the
Red Tavern or
Yeah.
Staff Summit to promote their veterans friendly?
Yeah, yeah.
Some of our members really go to the tavern a lot.
Yeah.
That's my boys. go with that.
Yeah.
We have not done that all week. Should.
Yeah.
Well,
We're drinking.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll donate, but yeah, Staff Summit, he's retired in Seattle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has a veterans, once a month veterans happy hour. Tell me something. Yeah.
I signed up for 2 days.
Oh, my God.
My dad, me, and my son.
That's crazy. Isn't that something?
One more.
Hopefully you have that frame.
It's my screensaver on my computer.
Yeah. I'm gonna do them. Then they're just on your phone, you're scrolling, looking for them.
No, yeah, this one. is pretty quick.
That volunteer in front of the.
So that's my football. That's my football teammate, my teammate we're enlisted. He's a superintendent at the Naval Academy now. First Marine to be charged at the academy. This one's. I would have been a three-star. So this is my nephew. He was a senior Marine at the White. He was a senior Marine at White House. And then he got out. Young buck, like 31. He was. This is second grade.
No, I
Way.
He was a senior Marine at the White House. So he escorted her to all the functions.
This is recent or is the last?
First term. No, so then he got out.
We're roommates.
President Trump appointed him to DOD, and he, within 6 months, he was assistant secretary for special ops.
What's he doing now?
He works for a company out of Squaw Valley, Idaho, called Forterra, and they make autonomous vehicles. And so, they both built a rocket launcher, big trucks. And so what they do is they have an operator who has a controller. And so it's not like they actively control it. They use it for maintenance. So instead of having a run it. So he's doing that right now, but he may be doing a new job.
Very cool. Well, Commander, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
See you next month.
But yeah, we'd love to have you just sign up for coffee drive or informational booths.
I'm gonna bring my son, he was a volunteer, he's 14, so I'm gonna make him,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna make him like.
We should turn these in when we're done with them. A lot of people don't.
I'll give it to James upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's an envelope for Nicole. You're gonna see her before I see her.
He's still here.
Yeah.
You got the notes.
And then this is your.
Perfect.